Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt that deep ache in your knees, or maybe tried to reach for something on a high shelf, only to feel a pinch in your shoulder? It's one of those things that can sneak up on you. One day you're walking around just fine, and the next, even a simple step feels stiff or uncomfortable. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. As we get older, our joints start to speak a little louder. Sometimes they whisper with a little tightness in the morning, and other times they shout with full-on aches and pains after doing something as ordinary as gardening or going up the stairs. But here's the good news: joint pain isn't just something we have to accept and live with. In fact, there are gentle, easy movements you can do at home, no gym needed, that can actually help reduce that pain and bring some comfort back into your day. Today, I want to share with you 5 low-impact exercises that are perfect if you're over 60 and tired of dealing with joint pain. These are simple, safe, and incredibly effective, and they don't require you to lift weights, get down on the floor, or even break a sweat if you don't want to. It's all about moving with care, staying consistent, and giving your body the support it needs to feel better. So, let's get into it and start feeling stronger, looser, and more confident in how we move each day. Let's start with one of the most gentle and powerful movements you can do for almost every joint in your body: walking. But not just any walking. I'm talking about mindful, intentional walking that gets your joints warm without overloading them. The beauty of walking is that you can do it anywhere, inside your house, around the backyard, or even just up and down the hallway during commercials. The trick is to stay aware of how your body feels as you move. Keep your shoulders relaxed, swing your arms gently, and roll through your feet with each step. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day can work wonders. And if the weather's nice, stepping outside for a short walk in the fresh air can lift your mood just as much as it helps your joints. It's not about speed or distance, it's about movement and consistency. Now, let's talk about something you may not have thought of: seated leg lifts. These are fantastic if you deal with knee or hip pain but still want to keep your legs strong and supported. All you need is a chair, something sturdy without wheels. Sit up tall with both feet flat on the floor. Then, slowly lift one leg straight out in front of you and hold it for a few seconds before gently lowering it back down. Switch legs and repeat. You'll feel your thigh muscles doing the work, which helps take pressure off the joints by building strength where it matters most. And because you're seated, there's no stress on your back or hips. This is such a good one to do while watching TV or sipping your morning coffee. Just a few reps on each leg and you're giving your knees some much-needed support. Another simple but powerful movement is gentle arm circles. And you might be surprised at how much this can help your shoulders, neck, and even your upper back. Start by standing or sitting with your arms extended out to the sides like AT. Slowly make small circles forward for about 10 seconds, then switch directions and circle backward. Keep it slow and controlled, no swinging or straining. This gets the blood flowing to your shoulder joints and helps loosen up tightness that can build up from things like sitting too long, driving, or even just sleeping in the wrong position. If lifting your arms straight out is too uncomfortable, you can keep them a little lower. Whatever feels good for your body is the right way to do it. One of the best things about these movements is that they don't require a gym, a trainer, or even special clothes. Just you, your body, and a little bit of patience. And the more you do them, the better your joints will feel, not just for the moment, but long term. These aren't just exercises, they're investments in your comfort, your independence, and your ability to keep doing the things you love, whether that's tending to your garden, playing with the grandkids, or simply walking without pain. Now that we've covered a few gentle movements to get your body moving and your joints feeling a little looser, let's move on to something just as important: how we can work on our flexibility and reduce stiffness even more with a few more low-impact exercises that feel almost like a treat. One of the most overlooked causes of joint pain as we get older is stiffness, and not just the kind that shows up when we wake up in the morning, but the kind that quietly builds up throughout the day when we're not moving enough. That's why stretching, even just a few gentle movements, can be one of your best tools for easing that tight, achy feeling. One of my favorite stretches for joint relief is a simple standing calf and ankle stretch. You might not think about your ankles much, but they actually play a huge role in how your knees and hips feel. When they're tight or stiff, it puts more pressure on the rest of your joints. To do this stretch, all you need is a wall or the back of a sturdy chair. Stand up straight, place your hands on the surface for balance, and step one foot back, like you're about to do a mini lunge. Keep your back heel flat on the ground and gently press your hips forward. You should feel a nice stretch through your calf and ankle. Hold it there and breathe. Then switch sides. This is a great one to do first thing in the morning, or any time your legs feel a little tight or heavy. It's simple, it's safe, and it can do wonders for reducing tension in the lower body. Now, let's not forget the importance of our spine. Back pain is one of the most common complaints among people over 60, and it often starts with a lack of mobility in the mid-back area. That's where a gentle seated twist can really help. Sit in a chair with your feet flat on the ground and your back nice and tall. Slowly turn your upper body to the right, placing your left hand on your right thigh and your right hand on the back of the chair. Take a deep breath, and with each exhale, feel your body relax a little deeper into the twist. Then come back to center and repeat on the other side. You're not forcing anything here. It's not about how far you can twist, but about encouraging your spine to stay flexible and mobile. And believe it or not, this simple movement can also help with digestion and posture, two things that tend to shift a bit as we age. Now, if you've ever had tight hips or that deep, dull ache around the hip joint after sitting too long, you're going to love this next one, gentle hip openers from a seated position. These are especially helpful if you're not comfortable getting down on the floor. Just sit in your chair, feet flat, back straight. Bring one ankle up to rest gently on the opposite knee, like you're forming the shape of the number 4. If this feels too tight, you can skip lifting the leg and just sit tall while gently pressing your knees outward. But if it's comfortable, lean forward just a little. You'll feel a stretch deep in the hip and glutes. This helps open up those tight muscles and supports better mobility when you walk, stand, or climb stairs. Hips carry so much of our body weight, so showing them a little love every day can make a huge difference in how we feel. And here's the beautiful thing about all these movements: they don't require perfection. There's no right or wrong as long as you're listening to your body and moving gently. You don't have to push through pain. In fact, you shouldn't. What matters most is showing up for yourself, even just a few minutes a day, and giving your body the chance to move, breathe, and heal. Some days, your joints might feel great. Other days, not so much. But with consistent movement, you'll start to notice that the stiffness doesn't last as long. That getting out of bed feels a little easier. That you're standing up taller and walking with more confidence. It's not about becoming an athlete or doing anything extreme. It's about restoring comfort, ease, and freedom in your daily life. Because after 60, we deserve to feel good in our bodies. We're not aiming for fancy. We're aiming for functional. To move through life with less pain, more strength, and a renewed sense of energy. And these low-impact exercises are one of the best ways to get there. No gym, no pressure, and no complicated routines. Next, let's take what we've built so far and add one more movement to help support your entire body, especially your balance, which becomes more and more important the older we get. This last one might surprise you with just how powerful it can be. Balance. It's something we don't always think about until it starts to slip. Maybe it's that little wobble when you try to stand on one foot or that quick grab for a nearby wall when putting on socks. The truth is, as we age, our balance naturally changes, but that doesn't mean we have to accept feeling unsteady or unsafe on our feet. And the good news? There's a simple way to improve it without any equipment, and it doubles as a great joint-friendly movement too. Try this, the gentle single leg stand. Now, don't worry, you're not going to be standing on one foot in the middle of the room with nothing around you. We're going to keep it safe and simple. Stand behind a sturdy chair or near a kitchen counter. Place your hands lightly on the surface for support. Shift your weight gently onto one foot, and slowly lift the other foot just an inch or two off the ground. That's it. Nothing fancy. Hold it for a few seconds, then bring your foot back down. Switch sides and repeat. At first, you might only be able to hold it for a few seconds. That's perfectly okay. Even just trying sends a message to your body and brain, hey, we're working on this. Over time, you'll feel your ankles, knees, and hips working together to keep you stable. That kind of coordination is gold, not just for balance but for preventing falls, staying independent, and moving with confidence. And when your joints are working in harmony like that, pain tends to soften and flexibility starts to return. You see, low-impact exercise isn't just about reducing pain in the moment. It's about long-term freedom. Freedom to move, to play with your grandkids, to enjoy a morning walk without that nagging ache in your knees. It's about waking up and feeling like your body is with you, not working against you. And it all starts with these simple, thoughtful movements that respect your joints while gently strengthening them. What I love most about all of these exercises is how easy they are to fit into your daily life. You don't need to carve out an hour or get dressed in fancy workout clothes. You can stretch while the coffee's brewing, do a few seated leg lifts during a commercial break, or sneak in a balance practice while brushing your teeth. It's all about weaving movement into your routine in a way that feels good, not like a chore. Because after 60, it's not about pushing harder, it's about moving smarter. It's about finding that sweet spot where your body feels alive, supported, and respected. Where pain doesn't call the shots. And where you have the energy and strength to keep doing the things that bring you joy, whether it's dancing in the kitchen, working on your garden, or just enjoying a pain-free walk in the park. So let's take a moment here. Think about one small thing you can do today, right now, even, to show your joints a little kindness. Maybe it's standing up and stretching your arms overhead. Maybe it's rolling your shoulders or doing that gentle hip opener from your chair. Whatever it is, let it be a reminder that your body still wants to move. It's just waiting for a little encouragement. And remember, consistency is what brings change. Not intensity. Not perfection. Just showing up, day by day, with a little movement and a lot of heart. You've already taken the most important step by being here and learning how to care for your joints in a way that's gentle and powerful at the same time. If you've tried any of these exercises, or if you have your own go-to movements that help you feel better, I'd love to hear about it. Share your thoughts and experiences down in the comments. This channel is all about community and support, and your story might just help someone else feel seen and inspired. And if this video helped you in any way, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps more people like you find this kind of helpful, heart-centered content. And of course, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos on feeling better, moving easier, and living well, no matter your age. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to move with ease. And most of all, you deserve to enjoy your days without being held back by pain. Here's to gentle movement, lasting comfort, and living your best life, one step, one breath, one smile at a time.